Hey everybody. So recently I have been kind of cutting things out of my life. I've just been in a phase of wanting to feel the best that I can feel. And so 2 weeks ago I did a video on cutting out energy drinks. 1 week ago I did a video on cutting out alcohol. And both of those caused like massive changes for me. And so this week I kind of decided to cut out coffee, and I'm on day 5, and I only really started this because I did start cutting out the energy drinks and I found the benefits to be insane. And I was having my coffee every morning, which was probably similar to the energy drink I was having later in the day with the amount of caffeine. And so I thought, well, I might as well try and see. I've been drinking coffee every day now for years. I might as well try and see and see if I feel any better. I've only ever cut out coffee in the past when I do a bunch of other things at the same time. And while I've been cutting out a lot of things, I've been cutting them out in phases separately so I can fully kind of feel the difference. And I was shocked this time with the difference. But there's some really big negatives that might only apply to me, and there's been some pretty awesome positives. So to start with, why I even wanted to begin. So like I said, I did the energy drink video and I found a lot of those benefits. So whenever I drink coffee, I kind of feel almost like a little bit rashy. Sometimes my stomach will hurt, but most of all, my nose has been extremely dry for about 3 to 6 months now, and I was getting a bunch of sinus infections, and it just wasn't really something I could figure out. I felt like it became more obvious when I ate certain things, and it was only a week ago, that I realized every time I drink a cup of coffee, my nose would dry out, and I'm having it every morning. So I pretty much wake up, drink the cup of coffee, and my nose dries out, and it's just uncomfortable, and it just is something like I said, that was giving me sinus infections. So I didn't want to continue to have that. So I was hoping that coffee would cut it out. Now, what I can say is, as soon as I cut out the coffee that first day, even though I had slowly reduced my caffeine, I definitely felt a little bit headachy that first day, a little bit moody. And it feels like whenever changes happen, a bunch of stuff happens at once. We were moving, doing all of these things. I slept on the floor one night, 6-hour car, just a lot going on. And I can say everything except for that first day, I felt like I slept better. I felt better rested when I woke up, even though I was getting less sleep without drinking the coffee. Now, another one of the big reasons I quit is that, I drink coffee to wake me up and like to feel better and more focused. And I started to feel like, when having to prep it every single night, having to wake up and before I start writing, which I do every morning, I would have to prep my coffee first, and then I would sit down and I would wait for my coffee. And it was just like this waiting game until my coffee was ready. And then I would start drinking it, and then it was like I'm waiting for it to kick in before I get started. And it actually felt like it was what was once part of my routine that helped me begin writing was actually becoming the thing that was stopping me from writing and holding me back. And so I was very nervous that messing up that routine was going to make it so that it was more difficult to get into the flow with writing. And I'll say right away that maybe for the first couple of days that was true, but after that it wasn't true at all. I've actually felt like I've been more focused. I feel like I can get up and instantly start writing. My lungs, well, now they're tight. No, my lungs quit getting tight right in the morning when I would drink the coffee. Just like the general rashiness and all of that, the stomach pain I was getting completely went away when I quit drinking the coffee. And so all of those were a lot better than a little bit of a headache on the first day. And then just the better sleep I've gotten. I'm sleeping deeper. I don't have to like wake up and feel like I need coffee. There's there's definitely sometimes like, oh, I want coffee, but even, and especially if I'm tired, but when I had it, it felt like I would drink it, get kind of like stressed out, get anxious, and it would actually make me more tired. Instead of making me feel awake and alert, it would actually just pull the stress out of my body and make me want to go to sleep. And the day I decided to quit, that's exactly what happened. I woke up and I actually felt pretty good and awake, and I drank the cup of coffee, and then I felt more tired. So I decided to quit the next day. So those have been a lot of the benefits. One of the largest negatives for me is I have been doing OMAD recently, which is 1 meal a day. And as soon as I quit drinking coffee, the difficulty of doing that increased so many times. It was shocking. Coffee is a hunger suppressant, and it does a really good job. And it helped me get through my entire day, not only eating 1 meal a day. It was such a game changer. And as soon as I stopped that, it became so much more difficult. And so that's been something like that I've been having to work through and get to that 1 meal a day. And now that it's day 5 and 6, I haven't really struggled at all. But in the beginning, it was like night and day. And to say I haven't struggled at all is wrong. It's still more difficult than without coffee, and it's something that's made me think about bringing coffee in, but only if I didn't have the other negatives. So I might try drinking a cup again, I might not. But back to that whole dry nose thing. So I thought it was gonna solve the problem instantly, and it did not. But the first day I found that my nose didn't just completely dry out the first hour of the day. It actually took a full hour, and then it did. And then the next day, it was like it extended by an hour each day. It was like 2 hours, 3 hours. And then by the 5th day, the whole day, I actually felt really good. My nose wasn't dry the entire day, which is like painful and doesn't feel great. And now that I'm on the 6th or 7th day, I don't even think about it now. I don't even notice it. The only thing that I still notice it for is the OMAD, the fasting, the 1 meal a day, where I just kind of want my cup of coffee. That is the only thing that I would say would even make me consider drinking it again. And everything else that I thought would be a problem, like with my routine and everything else, hasn't been a problem. So anyways, seems like a simple thing, seems like not a big deal, but having that cup of coffee was just kind of a time waster for me. It was just getting into my day. And just like with the energy drinks, the alcohol, it's just another thing that I don't have to spend money on for no reason. At this point, I'm literally just drinking water, and I love it. And the more I cut those things out, the less I miss them as an entire group. So anyways, thank you for listening. Please give it a like, a follow, if you're interested in more videos like this. I've been making a lot of changes to my life. We just moved again. I plan to continue to do this style of video where I'm cutting things out. I'm trying to consistently improve in the sense that I want to feel better and do better. And if someone out there has the same experience as me, maybe this will be the video, and they'll try it, and then they can decide whether or not it works for them. So for now, I will continue to not drink coffee, and we'll see where it takes us. Thanks for watching.